Armenia and Russia. Super strong nations. Plenty of support from the partisan Parisian faithful here. They know good wrestling when they see it. SURKOV trying to shut up shop here. ASLANYAN, slightly the smaller of the two. SURKOV likes to stand up tall.
Well, SURKOV was the European title winner this year. And he's super impressive getting to chest and throws. He is unafraid to make attempts. At least that's what I saw earlier in the day.
Well, you've been right so far in your analysis, and it's been great to share it with you and learn from it as well. But who's going to learn from this opening salvo here? A minute gone. SURKOV had one polite warning from the referee there.
22 years old, junior world champion 2013.
So we should see our second passivity call. There's a second passivity call on SURKOV. So now both athletes have a passivity call. If no scoring occurs in the next 15-20 seconds, once again, we'll see that third call, and one wrestler will have a point.
Well, we are at the midway point of the opening period. 3-minute round. A little bit of show of respect from both of them there, unintentional. Jules Falakian Sr. knows his way around, the Armenian coach, former champion himself.
So there's a battle. ASLANYAN was 17th in the European Championships this year, but obviously maybe had a draw early in the tournament where he had to meet someone who didn't quite make it to the finals. But you know, first and 17th in the Europeans obviously don't mean that much of a difference.
Sure, as you can see at the moment, it's very hard to separate them. SURKOV with that slight advantage. But as you say, it's about finding your form and capitalizing here at the biggest stage of all for the wrestlers. It's another passivity warning there, ASLANYAN.
I don't think the officials like the fact that ASLANYAN has his hindquarters back and his head buried in the shoulder. Usually they'll say head up red, like the official just did. If they're seeing that, obviously if your hips are away, you're not going to be able to get good scores. And SURKOV is doing a much better job of pulling his head down and pulling his body down. And that's, again, the fourth passivity call against ASLANYAN. Now 2 points on the board for SURKOV.
Well, SURKOV has engaged, and he has taken the lead here. He's not done anything on the attack, but as you say, ASLANYAN being penalised. He's been undone by his own negativity. Easy to say from here, of course. I'm sure he's trying on the inside, but there's precious little space past SURKOV.
The unfortunate thing is, for every action, there's a reaction. And if you overdo the tie or you overdo the attack, you're going to put yourself in danger. And when that danger occurs at this level, somebody's scoring, and typically it's the counter wrestler who can react.
Can ASLANYAN turn the tables here? Artem SURKOV sliding off into the distance. The referee gets things underway.
Now, if we have a lot of action here by ASLANYAN, look for SURKOV to receive his second passivity warning and at least make the match closer right there. A slip throw, he made an attempt. Didn't really touch SURKOV, but he made the attempt, and they call it a slip throw. They bring him up to their feet.
Bringing them back, separating them, the referee. Well, you can hear him yourself. The last time, less of the rough stuff, more of the wrestling. Been conducted in good respect by both men, no question about it. The referee's first job is the safety of the wrestlers, and making sure this one rolls along. Nothing much to choose in this second period. ASLANYAN has to try and, as you've said before, Brian, bend those legs, get in, be a bit more aggressive. But easier said than done.
Almost like a game of mercy. Neither is willing to break.
No merci.
No merci, s'il vous plaît.
Well, no quarter given, none asked here in this bronze medal contest. The referee's got his hand in the air again.
And that's the second call against SURKOV. 1 point on the board for ASLANYAN. Now, if they give 2 more to SURKOV, ASLANYAN will win. I wish we were seeing a little bit more technical points, because when we put it in the officials' hands, sometimes it doesn't go the way we wish. But now 2-1 with 1 minute and 45 to go. If they're going to make any more passive calls, they're going to need to do it in the next 45 seconds, because they're going to want them to wrestle for it in the last portion of the bout.
Yep, looking for technical wrestling, looking for a bit of quality here in a battle that has been bereft of it at the moment. It's been about hanging on in there. And SURKOV, well, he's certainly doing that. He's putting the pressure back on ASLANYAN. If you're going to compile a highlight reel of the World Championships, you can guarantee that this one won't make it in just yet. Neither wrestler could care less, though. They can both just about grab onto the bronze here. ASLANYAN still in this one. SURKOV trying to work. Last minute.
ASLANYAN trying to duck under to the right-hand side of SURKOV. Started left, went right, and now he's picking up his pace for the last minute. He does have one passivity, and there's a little side headlock. He made an attempt. He didn't have any control on the other side, so it was more just like a right cross across the top of the head.
The punch lands, but to no effect. It does, however, see them into the last 30 seconds. Medal territory now. Artem SURKOV from Russia, gripping on here.
Right now, ASLANYAN is going to need to make an attempt to either get him to the edge of the mat to get a step out, or make an attempt to snap him down and go behind. SURKOV's position, he will grow some roots like we spoke of last night and stay in the same place and not allow ASLANYAN into his chest or into a body lock.
Well, his feet are planted. Can he branch out with a bronze here? Tries to go forward, ASLANYAN, but it's going to be too little too late. Artem SURKOV, the man from Russia, slides round the corner. A nice show of respect. And in the end, well, far from a classic, but you can see ASLANYAN absolutely desolate. And the dejection compared to the delight of SURKOV. Not a classic by any means, but they got it done in the end. SURKOV with the bronze.
SURKOV still going home with the medal, and 5 years, a year, a week from now, no one's going to say, what was the score of your bronze medal match? They're just going to say, oh, beautiful bronze medal.
I like that. Was that a Welsh accent?
I don't even know.
Good, I like